Hello everyone, I am back and welcome to my 25-week pregnancy vlog. Today I am 25 weeks pregnant on the dot, and according to my pregnancy app, he is the size of a zucchini, measuring at 13.5 inches and weighing at 1.5 pounds. So he's definitely gotten bigger from my 22nd week pregnancy vlog. And this week, I am happy to say I feel good. So I finally feel comfortable in my skin as a pregnant woman, and I have energy, and I'm just happy. And I don't know if it's because I'm in the second trimester or if it's because I've changed my diet, and I'm knocking on wood super hard right now because I'm loving this feeling. So I decided, I want to get healthier. And a big part of me was afraid to get healthier during my pregnancy because I was like, if I get healthier, will I go through detox? Will I hurt my baby? Will I do this? Will I do that? And, I had a lot of thinking to do. I talked to a few people, and the few words of wisdom that really got to me were, whatever you eat, your baby eats. And so I had to ponder and think about that. I want my son to eat good food. And so every time I ate something that was just garbage, he was eating it, and it made me sad. So I had to kind of go back to how I was eating before I was pregnant. And I really focused on having a plant-based diet with lots of smoothies and greens and veggies and fruits. And eating that way just makes me so happy. And so I've introduced my smoothies back into my diet. And as some of you know, I am completely obsessed with bananas. I think bananas are a cure-all for everything. And I used to eat between 7 to 10 bananas a day. But now that I'm pregnant, I don't eat that many bananas. I eat about like 3 bananas in my morning smoothie. And since eating these bananas in my smoothie, I have noticed that I do not have any hip pain at all whatsoever. Like, I haven't, it's just, and I don't even have to wear those ugly shoes I used to wear anymore. I used to wear these really ugly shoes because I had really bad hip pain. But now my hip pain is just, it's gone. And, with eating bananas, I've always felt euphoric and I felt happy, and I'm feeling that happiness come back again. And so to me, it's totally worth changing my diet so that I could just feel good and feel happy. Also, on the note of nutrition and, feeling good, I got this DVD. It's called Amira's Belly Dance and Yoga for Pregnancy. And I got this off of Amazon. And so it's belly dancing and yoga and some meditation. And I haven't used it yet, but I cannot wait. And I'll use it very soon. And I'll give you guys an update and let you all know how it worked for me. So nutrition, working out, all that stuff is it's made my pregnancy a lot more fun, and it's helped me feel more comfortable. So if you're pregnant and you're like, oh, I've been eating pretty badly and I don't like it and all this other stuff, but you're afraid to change, do it. Change, eat healthy, eat those foods that you want to eat. And I noticed that when I eat healthy and I, continue to eat all day and, cram my belly with good foods, I don't have any cravings. At the end of the night, it was one night where I focused just super hard on eating well. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll want a chocolate croissant. And I got a chocolate croissant and had a bite of it, and I was like, this just is not doing it for me. So nutrition, I'm telling you, good food, feeling full, taking care of yourself will help with a lot of the problems that we generally associate with pregnancy. So, I'm feeling a lot better. Also, this week, past 2 weeks, I've been spending more time with my husband, and we've been watching movies, and What else have we've been watching movies and going out to eat, just spending more time together. And I think it's important to spend, more time with your other half before the baby's born, so you can establish great bonds and just, get to love that person again and cherish that person again. Because I know, like, I had a lot of mood swings during my pregnancy and lots of emotional ups and downs, and I had some moments where I cussed him out quite a few times. And so I thought it was important, now that I'm feeling a lot better, that we reestablish our relationship. And, again, knocking on wood, I feel super blessed and super thankful that, we are so strong and so tight. I love him so much. And so, yeah, it felt good. And also we bought a new camera. And so he's been teaching me how to use it. And we've just been having so much fun with it, and yeah, it's great. Last week I met with my third and final midwife, and I have to say she's definitely different from my second midwife. She's like the opposite. My second midwife was super outgoing and had a strong personality, and my third midwife, she's very quiet, and she's very quiet, very sweet. And so they're just the polar opposites. Whereas for my first midwife, I love her so much. She's like a mix of the two. She's very kind, very sweet, still, assertive and strong. I really love my first midwife. She's awesome. All of them are great, but I feel like I definitely connected with my first one a lot. And if you are looking for a midwife, I would recommend looking at several different people, because I didn't realize how different everyone's personality is. I was like, oh, they're midwives, all have the same general backgrounds and beliefs and all that stuff. But I mean, they have, some of the common foundations, but they're all so different. So if you want to have a natural birth and you're looking into having a midwife, or even a doctor for that matter, don't just settle with the first one. I'm just happy that I like my first one, but don't just settle with the first one. Realize that everybody's different. Find somebody that's perfect for you. And I didn't realize how important that was until they gave me all those options at the birthing center. Okay, so also back to, the birthing center. I was asking a little bit about like my birth plan. How do I go about that? Like I kind of don't know exactly how to do that. And so they gave me an outline for my birth plan. And basically they're like, who do you want, at your birth? What are your fears? Is there any music you want to be played? And the one thing that's it's in the back of my mind is, who I want to be in that room with me. And the rooms at my birthing center are not your typical hospital rooms. They're not huge. They look like bedrooms. They're very intimate. And what my third midwife said is, typically, if that person wasn't in the room with you when you conceived that baby, then you probably don't want them there. I was like, whoa, that sounds, kind of out there. So I definitely want my husband in the room with me, and I want my mom in the room with me. The rooms are just so small and intimate that it just wouldn't work if I had like 10 people in the room with me. And my midwife also says that it slows labor if you have a lot of people waiting on you. And also my birth center doesn't have a waiting room. And, they don't want people just like waiting around in the building because it's so small. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to contact people after I give birth. And another thing for me to think about during my birth plan is, when I want to contact people. So they say it takes about an hour to 2 hours to deliver. They say it takes about an hour to 2 hours to deliver the placenta. And then it takes about 2 to 3 hours to establish breastfeeding. And they say generally during that time, you don't have a shirt on. And so if you want people in the room with you, you have to be comfortable with them seeing all of that, with them seeing the placenta and, you topless. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to contact people, who I want to be there. And, the number one priority is establishing a bond between me and Langston after he's born. And because I have such a big family, I definitely want everybody to see him. And I will figure out a way for them to see him as soon as possible. One more thing. So one of my big concerns was grades. I was saying if I just get B's this term, I just pass, I would be so happy. And I got my grades back this term from winter term. And I'm okay. I'm pretty cool with it. I withdrew from one class, so I was just taking 2 courses, and I got A minuses in both of them. So I was very happy with that. I was like, yay, I passed. I got A minuses. And so next term, I'm already registered. I start next week. I'm taking 3 classes, and I'm hoping to get A's for spring term. And we'll see what happens, but that's the goal, and I'll check back in with you guys. And I also decided that I will not be going to school for summer term. So I realized it's just going to be too much to have a newborn, to give birth in the middle of summer term, and to worry about classes and all that. That's just too much. And I will be going back to school in the fall, and then that will be my last term ever as an undergraduate, because I'll be graduating. So yay, I'm just so happy. School is it's almost done, guys. Yay. What else? I'm trying to think what else I have to update you all on. I'm sure I'll remember it later. But let me show you my belly. Alright, so here's my belly. And let's see. And then there's the front. So that is how my belly is looking. Yeah, and when I got weighed at my last appointment, I was still at 151 pounds. So my weight hasn't changed that much, but I've been eating tons of food. So I will see you all again as soon as possible, hopefully next week. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I love you all, and stay blessed. Bye-bye.